Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It was wonderful to have you guys here again as always. So I'm re-recording this about a week or so after I made this particular video, so for some reason my footage for the intro has disappeared and I don't know what happened to it. I seem to have the rest of it but not the intro. Anyway, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to go about marking a harmonic balancer for a true top dead center. Seems to be something that's not really as commonly known. And if you're doing any sort of aftermarket install or balancer change, really, it's like variations in balancers, crank angle sensors and stuff, you should be double checking your timing, especially if you're doing an ECU swap. Even like say a VR ECU on the one in the BMW, it's just something you need to know is accurate and true, and then your ECU is sending the right, say, degrees of timing that your engine is actually seeing. It gets a bit long-winded texting it to people, so this should also function as a way for me to be able to say, hey, I made a video of it, go and check that out. Pretty sure Matt Happel, I think it's Matt Happel from Sloppy Mechanics, probably did a bit better job of describing it than I did. But it's not rocket science, it's pretty simple. You do need a couple of tools. I'm pretty sure LS1s, the piston stop for those will fit in these. But yeah, anyway, that's enough nonsense from me. On with the video and showing you guys how to mark a harmonic balancer for true top dead center. So you'll need a piston stop. This is just one that I've made up out of an old spark plug, just welded a bolt on the end of it. You can buy these. I believe LS1 may be the same thread pitch as these, I'm not sure. It was easy enough for me to just whip this up out of an old plug and it still does the same job. But essentially you need to thread this into number one spark plug hole, like so. Pick a spot on the crankshaft, or sorry, the timing cover somewhere. So pick a spot on the timing case somewhere that you can see easily. I normally go off this bit of plastic here and make a marking about there. Yes, this will wear off, but once you've set it once, you shouldn't really need to set it again. And if you know that particular ridge of plastic is your mark, well then you can always find it again. Once we've got that, we can rotate the crank over until we hit our piston stop, like that. We don't want to go smashing into it and damaging the piston. Then you make your mark on your balancer. Yeah, you guys can't see shit from there. Anyway, you make your mark on the balancer. You rotate it back. Oh, those valve springs are good. Till you touch your piston stop, like that. We make another mark. Something like that. Now you can rotate it away, remove your piston stop. And you can come around until you see your marks, like so. Now we can see we got both of our marks there, and basically we're just going to measure and halve the distance between the two marks, and that's our true top dead center. And that's it. Alright, so it's hard to see. Hang on. That's a bit better. So there you go, there's the two marks, there and there. So now I'll measure the distance between the two, and then I'll halve it, and that'll be the true top dead center, basically where I've stopped the crank there, almost. I probably could have wound the piston stop out of the spark plug hole a little bit, and that would have narrowed the gap. But it's much of muchness, really. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, I'll measure it, halve it, mark it, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. Like that. So we got like 75, can't see, 75 and a bit, so I'm just going to call it 75 neat. 75 divided by 2 is 37.5, is that right? I think that's right. 0.5. Right there. I like to get a file and just make a groove in that spot. Just so next time just so that way next time I don't have to do this again. The groove will always be there. And then I just simply mark it where the groove is. Like so. There we have it. It's now marked for top dead center. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's it. One crank balancer marked for top dead center. Like I said, not very difficult, but it is quite important. So something that you guys should be doing if you're doing like a forged build or changing over to a different pulley or something, just because these pulleys have the tone wheels for the crank sensor in the pulley, so if there's any minute differences it can throw your timing off, which could be bad. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep going for a little bit and I'm going to try and get this intake manifold off, and then I might pop the new one on and just get ready for then rockers and getting ready to start. And I've got to get a belt measured up so I can get all my pulleys on and get my pipes in, but I might have to remove the radiator, so I might hold off on the turbo manifold just for now, at least. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the other camera and work on getting this off. Dang it. Okay. One big heavy fucking intake manifold. Cool. I think that's it. This could be a problem. That does not give me much room at all for a bend. Wow. Alright, that's a problem for future me. Alright, well, there we go. The camera battery died as I was putting that on, but there's not much more to see. I just went around and did up all the mounting bolts for it and got it on there nice and tight. I do have to take the throttle body off and put a gasket on it, and I have to try and figure this out somehow. There's not a lot of room here. More than likely I'll have to trim out some of this and get like a donut bend. It's a real tight radius to swing it around here and then wrap it down the hole around the power steering reservoir. Coolant, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. I might quickly pop the alternator on and bracket and just have a quick look if I have any sort of room to come back out this side, but I'm pretty sure the alternator blocks off all of this area and doesn't really leave me any more room there at all. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Looks pretty cool. It'll function really well, which is the main thing that I was concerned about. Hood clearance is very, very tight. I mean, if you have a look, yeah, it's tight squeeze. I did check it once before, and I just checked it then, and it does clear, but I've got too much shit on the guards, so the hood isn't closing down properly. So I got to get the hood to close properly and then check it again. I think I might have to do some panel beating on this rib. The hoist crane has already snagged it once. But yeah, just panel beat this rib here in a bit, or cut it out, one of the two. Yeah, anyway, that's where I'm going to end it off here. I'm going to keep going for a little bit more off camera. Like I said, I'll get this alternator on, see if I've got enough room to snake a hose back out in this sort of direction. Otherwise I'll just cut and block this off, and I might weld on like an AN fitting style here and just snake it under and around over there. But that's a problem for future me. Radiator, I'll have to come out for that. I'll try and get onto a 4-inch donut to get that tight radius around there. I think if I trim off some of this shit and tuck these wires out of the way a bit better, a donut will just sort of squeeze around there. But yeah, anyway, that's a problem for future me. That's where I'm going to end this video, guys. Please leave your likes and comments down below. Please share around a video of mine. And yeah, apart from that, don't forget, unleash the boost, CO2 the world, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.